Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. So today I'm going to start out with my bag of words to see what I'm inspired to share. OMG. And two words just flew out, so I'm going to go with that. I didn't expect that. What? Wow. Okay, so I got shame and family. Okay, let's see. Interesting. And let's think for one more and see what else comes out. Okay. Uh, let's see. Panic. Panic. I think I got this word recently. Okay, so let me start with shame. Oh, shame. Look at family. I'm thinking lots of times there's like this shame within a family, shame for things that have happened within a family, and this these situations and these experiences that are connected, right, to shame makes us feel heavy inside because we start to create these beliefs about ourselves of not being good enough, or of being dirty, or of being crazy, or of being something negative, right? Based on, and it depends on the experience, and how intense it was, right? Was it traumatic? Was it very traumatic? A little traumatic? And so forth. All of that plays a role, right, into the type of experiences that one can have in their family and how that can bring about shame. Or shame can also be cultivated through choices that, we've made throughout our lives, and that, right, that we may not be so proud of. And because we look back and think, oh, that wasn't too nice, or that was, not the right thing to do, or it was mean, and so forth. And we end up, beating ourselves up, emotionally speaking, and feeling really yucky inside. And when I'm talking about beating ourselves up, it's about like saying to ourselves these things, these stories that are less than beautiful about ourselves. And this is not to say that whatever, has happened, or whatever choices, right, we've made have been perfect. This is to say that these choices are as a result of, right, an experience that felt uncomfortable to us, and that, has brought us to a place where we now then have this negative belief about ourselves, and now we're just, playing something out here. But we're in that space, we're negating the other aspect to us, which is, our soul and our beauty from that space. In other words, yeah, we may not have everything, smooth, or everything be perfect, in the journey, but there's this, right, soul that we have, that is our essence, is all that we are. But we forget that, and we get so consumed with the physical experience that we forget to remind ourselves, right, of that aspect, right, that essence of ourselves. And when we do that, we hang on tighter. When I say when we do that, when we don't acknowledge, right, another piece, then we just, and it's really not a piece, it's our whole essence, but when we don't acknowledge that aspect, then we just hold on tighter and tighter to whatever it is that's hurting us, and whatever it is that, we're using to create shame for ourselves. And in the moment, it's hard for us to see it because we're so caught up with the experience and how it happened, and the intensity of the emotions, that we get so wrapped up in that that's all we can see. That's the only aspect of ourselves that we can see. But there is more to us, right? This is one aspect, one experience, but there is more to us, right? Our soul, our essence. And factoring that in allows us to shift, and not hang out with that shame. Because when we hang out with shame long enough, not only do we feel yucky inside, we can work ourselves up into a panic-like state because we get triggered easily, we get overwhelmed easily, we get so consumed with the heaviness of the emotion that eventually it just consumes us. And when it consumes us, it's easy to go into a panic-like state, right? And to have this intense worry, and it just keeps on, snowballing from there. And we lose our way, we lose our focus, and we lose our joy, right? Because we're giving away our peace by hanging on to the shame or to the experiences that we've had with our family or outside of our family based on our choices. And it just gets really heavy for us along the way. So remembering that there is more to us than just these bodies. There is that essence that when we connect with it, when we remember that this energy, this divine energy lives and breathes through us, then we are able to look at the situation differently. And that opens up the door for us to even question, right, the shame, and to explore it and to put it into some form of context for ourselves so that we can continue moving forward as we learn to release it. And it sounds simple, and I know I usually refer to, right, it's like this divine energy that lives and breathes through us, but it's just a basic way to remember, right, that we're more than just these physical bodies, and we can call it God or whatever else we want to call it. But I keep it, simple in the sense that it's just generic. It's just this energy that lives and breathes through us, and it's just a way to remember. But you can use any other phrase that works for you. The point is to remember that we are more than just our bodies, and we are more than just our experiences and the shame that we carry, and that we can transcend shame, whether it stems from family or stems from other things or other relationships. We can transcend it. It doesn't really matter where it originates from, but we have the ability to transcend it. But we got to first create a pathway out of that space, and then from there, like I said, we can work on learning how to release it and so forth. And so for starting out, right, we want to just remind ourselves that we're more than just these bodies. And it also helps to journal, because when we do that and we're writing things down, we're not holding it inside, and we're allowing this stuff to get some movement and some flow, so that it is not just stuck within us and holding us back, because we end up feeling this heaviness that becomes all consuming. So going to end with that. I hope that helps you in some way. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.